Happy New Year's to everybody, and we're back, and we're wishing you well. And so, Woo, we were just going to go with the flow. And my first question to you this New Year is, what do you think James Madison would think about the crew over there messing up, trying to get their boys certified, and they just not used to governing?
Well, James Madison would be horrified. He was the founder of the U.S. Constitution and was the fourth president of the United States.
And so basically what the Supreme Court has done, they have really jacked with the Constitution by giving the president what?
The insurrectionists that committed insurrection back in the White House.
And this is really a blow. Let me tell you, the other day I was looking at CNN, and they were sitting over there talking about, well, the president, he's backing Mike Johnson. He's backing Mike Johnson for a reason. And everybody know that Mike Johnson is the biggest lollipop on the block. I mean...
He's the next scapegoat. When something goes wrong, they're going to blame it on Mike Johnson and on to the next speaker.
And he probably would end up like McCarthy. He'll be willing to do any and everything to what?
To keep his power as speaker.
McCarthy should roll over there and tell him, hey, that ain't going to work because I tried that and look what happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
You think, you know what, I guess my question is, do you think that they would try to pull a stunt and say, well, if we can't get no speaker by the last hour and we can't get the president certified, they might try to switch Elon Musk in there? Because remember, Johnson asked him, would you like my job? That's something to think about, right?
That's something to really think about. But Elon Musk cannot be president due to the fact that he was not from the United States, natural born. He has to have at least 2/3 of the United States votes to remove that disability.
They keep saying disability. Who you think has got the disability?
The real disability is the MAGA movement and Mike Johnson and the tech bros.
Well, I guess the disability means that you have to be a certain age, you have to be a natural-born citizen, and you have to have lived in this
country for 14 years.
But do you think Elon has done all that too? But he ain't a natural-born citizen.
That's right. He's from South Africa, which was apartheid South Africa before. Mm-hmm.
But suppose Mike Johnson get a wild hair up his butt or Trump, and they say, well, we can remove the disability and we'll put Elon in there because he ain't got a real job. He's probably over there fanning the flames for that truck that burned up.
Yep.
Ain't that crazy? How is he going to run our country, step in with that dark money? You know what that dark money is from? We got to get rid of it. What foundation?
The foundation for it was Citizens United. It was an organization.
Well, it's a lot of organizations, but we just got to get that dark money out the elections, right?
Yeah, that dark money, like Citizens United.
Citizens United. And you know what? Because that dark money causes us to what? Buy what?
That buys elections and leads to bad policy and bad outcomes.
About the president, about the Supreme Court, And, when they send out those surveys and they want you to say, how do you feel about the Supreme Court? They get an F. They get an F. Because what you mean they in bad standing? They ain't got no integrity and they ain't got no moral.
There is no standing. They have no standing. What do you mean bad standing? There is no standing in the Supreme Court. It is bought and paid for.
And just to let you know, integrity and morals, they're cousins. And them cousins are outlaws. They're not in-laws. They're outlaws for us SCOTUS goes. So, I was sitting here thinking about, I was saying about CNN.
Yep.
How CNN was over there, and they was talking like this was a normal day in the neighborhood.
You cannot normalize this behavior. There is nothing normal about this. Another word that needs to go in 2025 is the word normal. Get that out of the dictionary.
And if it hadn't been for Michael Popak and, let's see, Beasley and
Adam Mockner.
Mm-hmm. And Ben and Brian, they have been consistently talking about, Section 3 of the Amendment 14. And I just wish they stopped coming on there saying, and when the president get certified, well, maybe he ain't going to get certified because they over there scrambling out trying to find a what?
Trying to find a speaker, because when you don't have a speaker, then the House cannot organize. Government cannot get started.
And that's what I was saying about CNN, because they were sitting over there and saying, well, the president came in and he's backing Mike Johnson. What? For Mike Johnson to do his bidding once again.
And Mike Johnson may not even be speaker because you got the Nihilistic Freedom Caucus led by Representative Andy Harris of Maryland and also Representative Chip Roy of Texas.
And while it's on my mind about CNN, I just want to know, you in bad standing with me. You on my list. You on the list. Because you was over there acting like Fox News propaganda channel. The channel, we all know that ain't no news channel. We all know that they give out a lot of BS. Okay, so now that has calmed me down, I feel so much better. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel much better too because you're on the naughty list.
Absolutely. So their channel, well, look at the ratings that Midas Touch and that Michael Popak and all, look at their ratings now. Oh, they're killing it. They're killing the game on the other side. Yes, they are. Tabitha's killing the game, you know.
Jesse Waters is killing the game.
Yes. I can't think of his name. The other guy. Suzette was on his channel.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Roland Martin.
Yeah, I like Roland Martin too. Shout out to Roland Martin. You over there doing your thing, Roland, and we like you too.
And also too, it's the Defiant Lawyers.
Yes, he's so serious. I like the Defiant
Reverend Corbett. Yeah.
He's a reverend.
Yeah, he's a reverend and attorney, civil rights attorney.
Well, hallelujah to you too. Well, anywho, this is what I gotta say. I was sitting down and I was thinking. Ooh, they showed that tape of Jimmy Carter. And Carter said, you know, I never did believe that the president, I've been saying the predecessor so long, I just got to get out of the habit of saying that. Well, the president-elect, okay, because we don't know how this is going to turn out. Well, Jimmy Carter was saying that he wanted to, you know, see Kamala be the
president of the United States. He wanted to live enough to see Kamala Harris elected president, for the first woman to be president.
Rest in peace, Jimmy. But Jimmy did something outstanding. Because, see, this is what people don't get. Sometimes you are so much stronger in death than you are in life. And Jimmy had said in 2016, he did not believe that...
He's not legitimate.
Yeah, he was saying that. And then Jimmy checked out. Right at the time, timing is everything. Now, timing is everything. Location and timing. And we know where Jimmy would be located. And we know the timing is coming up. And everything is just in an uproar. Jimmy just said, you know, maybe I can give him a little present before I go out. And you know that, ooh, Biden was too tough. Now, you're talking about a man that's politics. He said, you know, we're going to turn that flag upside down. Since you want to have the flag upside down, this is showing the Supreme Court. Don't have no flag upside down as, you know, riding around as being an insurrection. Turn the flag upside down when it's a respectful moment. And Jimmy has, you know, given us a gift, a great gift. And he probably think, you know what, I don't believe that even in this time that election was, you know, fair. So what I'm going to do is I think I'll just hang out at the White House for 30 days and just visit with my boy. Just, you know, have a few conversations with the president-elect, or if he get elected. Because Marjorie Taylor Greene over there, and she is pissed because they ain't been paying Marjorie Taylor Greene a whole lot of attention, had they?
No, they're not.
Okay, so with Marjorie kind of being out the picture, and Elon Musk, carrying that kid around on his head. Now, see, when Michael Jackson did it and he was standing in the window, they had complaints. Now, Line walking around with his kid on top of his head. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
White South African.
Okay, we're going to call Children and Family Service on his butt. But anywho, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go and spell it out. Now, if Mike don't get elected because Marjorie Taylor Greene is already pissed off because, like I said, they didn't push her to the side. She's kind of irrelevant, you know. They, well, she over there one with Laura Loomer, ain't she?
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, and Laura Loomer over there, she
T-War with Eli, she caused a lot of trouble. Lord.
She calling it out. And then we got Steve over there. We got two Steve. You know, that's what they got to watch because, see, while this is what the president will do, president-elect, hopefully will do. Not hopefully, but, you know, not hopefully. He's over there on the outside, you know, just going totally berserk. He is the king of distraction. While he's distracting everybody on the outside, you got to look at the people on the inside. Now Bannon is over there. Now that's somebody I'll be watching. Bannon over there feuding with Elon, and then Steve Miller. We ain't hearing him say nothing. And where them Koch brothers at? They kind of they're kind of quiet. So they got something up their sleeve. And you know what's really strange? Now didn't you tell me that Steele, what's his name? The one that put all the money in for J.D. Vance.
That would be Peter Thiel.
Peter Thiel. Okay, Peter Thiel. Now, Peter Thiel put all that money in, dark money again, for
J.D. Vance.
Okay, and where's J.D. Vance? We don't see him in the picture. Now, that's Steele's guy, right?
That's Peter Thiel's type of guy. Yeah, that's Peter Thiel, because Elon Musk and Peter Thiel was the one that got rid of Elon Musk when he was the founder of PayPal.
Shut up. So they could be Peter Thiel and
and Elon Musk fighting.
Yeah, Peter Thiel. And you don't see the vice president at all. So what they over there doing?
They plotted probably for the 25th Amendment. That's why the president is picking up people so he won't have to deal with the 25th Amendment.
You think they over there plotting on the president, saying that, since he's done, you all seen him do all these crazy things, and they never did apply the Goldwater rule. I was kind of mad at the American Psychiatric Association.
They need to go too.
They need to, yeah.
They need to go as well.
Because they need to step up to the plate.
They're not going to step up to the plate. They're compromised.
Well, because they didn't get those assessments on him, and everybody have looked at him and said, there's some consistency going on, and everybody talking behind his back. And there's, we all kind of agree on what they're saying. We do agree on that. But
it should not be behind your back. You should say it publicly and in their face.
Well, publicly in their face. I'm still thinking that we haven't heard from Peter Thiel and his friend
J.D. Vance.
J.D. Vance. Now, like I said, their plan might be what?
To use the 25th Amendment.
Look like we're trying to use every amendment we can to get this done.
The 14th Amendment, Section 3 of the 14th Amendment.
And they talked about 65 in the 14th Amendment. And, it's just, this has just been a great learning experience for us, because we've learned a lot from a lot of people, and we really, really appreciate you. Now, I'm going to say it again. What I don't appreciate is being in a community that do not like to share videos, and these videos are good. This is a great educational moment. Like I say, everybody ain't about like and subscribe, I want me some knowledge. You think I'm a person at this young age on TikTok? Get real. I am not on TikTok, because I don't want my clock to go out. So in the meantime.
And speaking of TikTok, they were forced to be banned in the United States. And the president it changed his mind, flip-flopped again on getting rid of TikTok out of the United States.
But you know what's really crazy? I wonder how all these people feel that, he was supposed to go in the office, and, it was about the economy, the eggs. Remember the other night when we went to the store?
We went to Sprouts, and that was Sprouts, to our local Sprouts store, and they said, due to the inconvenience, we don't have any eggs at this point. The inconvenience, they didn't want to have to panic. What that means, H1N1 virus flu. That's what it is.
What?
H1N1.
So it wasn't no eggs on the shelf.
And prices are not going to go down. And we went to Price Chopper at one time, and we got some Haagen-Dazs.
Yes.
And the Haagen-Dazs used to be $8.95. Now it's $10.95.
And he said he was going to drive the prices down. Okay, promises broke. Okay, what's another promise that he broke?
He broke another promise on immigration, which was getting rid of HB1 visas, which was really indentured servitude, which is modern-day slavery.
So then the other crew over there, MAGA, thought that he, being all nice and creamy and white, thought that, this wasn't going to affect them. But it's going to,
It's going to affect them too. It's going to affect them as well, because they don't like the immigration. They don't like any immigration.
So they feel a little betrayed right now, don't they?
They do.
And what do you think, Steve? He gave my boy.
He hates
Lala.
Elon Musk.
He gave him the finger.
And we don't need a white person from South Africa to tell us what to do.
And did you hear how Vivek talked to people like who?
He talked to people like black people, like condescending, like you talk about black people. And they don't like being talked to like that. MAGA's getting a taste of their own medicine.
Oh, MAGA ain't feeling this. And,
welcome to the black community.
You think they could go back? And where's the evangelicals? We ain't heard nothing from him. He ain't said nothing about them.
They're not the cool kids.
Oh, you know what? He got all them billionaires up there.
It was an alliance between the billionaires and the evangelicals. And that alliance is going to be broken real soon. And it's already broken, and we're not even close to election time yet, or 2026.
Well, the thing is, he ain't even got into the problem is now certification. We're looking at the Amendment 14, Section 3. We're looking at SCOTUS up there, who just have went through the back door. Yes, SCOTUS, I'm telling on you tonight, too, because you all went through the back door on this deal. Have people making up cases, the case of the fake people. Make them cases up, and the people hoping that these cases
lose so they can go to the Supreme Court and they pass it through the courts and they couldn't pass through the legislation process.
Yeah, and they have to go, they want to fly and skip over the other courts that, the appellate courts and all these courts so we can get up to the Supreme Court and then make this their opinion. You ain't got some crap.
That's some worse than some crap. That's some worse than some crap.
And who but never recruits himself.
Our favorite, the disgrace of Thurgood Marshall's legacy, Clarence Thomas.
Always, and where's Jenny at? What's Jenny doing?
Jenny is the one that also has caused problems too. And Jenny was the one that was lobbying and not going through the husband, Clarence Thomas.
Well, we're not going to vote for them for the couple of the year. But I tell you, this has really been a mess. Next time we come over here, we're going to have us some popcorn because this has really gotten exciting. And the moment's really, you know what? I'm thrilled because they are shooting some information out there. And my brain is trying to keep up. But you know what? I'm going to give y'all a word tonight. You all have helped me so much because learning all this stuff, the psychiatrist say neuroplasticity. I'm on it. I'm trying to learn new things. This G is trying to be up and trying not to say like and subscribe because I'm not about all of that. What I'm about wanting to see you guys have a wonderful life. We got to really fight now, and
we have to do the same fighting like the similarities of the 1960s. And we cannot be talking, we need to adapt more strategies of the modern day Huey Newton.
And I didn't think I was going to have to live this again, but I said, thank you for letting me see another year and stick around so I can, come out and share some of my G knowledge with you guys because you've shared so much with me and I really, really do appreciate you. And I love to see Adam Maka smile. That just makes me so happy when he smiles. I just love it when he's digging his claws into, the president, the president-elect, he just glow. And then there's Jamie Raskin. I like when he comes on and, wait a minute.
Teach about the law school class.
Yeah, I like when he's teaching those classes. We be attending his classes. We be watching them. But Jamie said something that kind of had me disturbed there. Jamie said, what did he say about the 10-year?
Well, he said if we challenge it, you better be having bodyguards for the next 10 years.
Well, you know what, Jamie? You know what? I would, I'd be one to go nuclear. I would punch the button. I would put my finger on the trigger. You know what? Because it's better to get out there and take the risk. And, 10 years is just kind of like the doctor asked me when I came in. He said, 10 years from now, the report says, I say, well, I'm not worried about 10 years. I'm worried about COVID killing me in this moment in time. So you guys got to get out there and fight and don't worry about, the bodyguards and all that, because if you lay down and don't do nothing, you got people all over the world looking at you all, and they just had
the South Korean president arrested because of what he did with the insurrection. And they says expelled 2 presidents already. And we can't even hold accountable there. Same thing in Brazil with Bolsonaro when they barred Bolsonaro office for a decade.
Yeah. And so if they can get rid of 2 presidents, 2 for the price of 1, like Doublemint gum, and chew it and spit it out, we should be able to do whatever we need to do. And we can't always be worrying about being appropriate or worrying about, well, what somebody say. We're sick of the imposter syndrome. We're really sick of it. So you all feel good about what you're doing and be braggadocious. Now, you know what? I'm a woman,
And
Mrs.
stop serving them Republicans, too. Stop being the clean up woman.
Well, one thing I like to tell you all, even a woman missing body parts, baby, I would be on it. I still would be trying to drag them through the mud. It wouldn't be nothing pretty. And I wouldn't lay down, just give it over to them. You all get in there, you all fight. I don't care if whatever bill you pass, if you have to put it on a roll of toilet tissue, do it and brag about it. And you know something else I need you all to do? Be bragging, be loud about it, and most of all, be confident in it. Because when you're not walking in confidence, people thinking, well, y'all kind of the scary crew over there. And we don't want you all losing no more votes. I was so mad at you guys, I didn't know what to do. But I said, you know what, I'll just get up here and give them my national cheerleader speech. And I guess you don't want to probably hear that. But I said, don't y'all make me take off my wig and my earrings, because you know what? That's a Negro moment in my neighborhood, and that makes me want to fight. And I want you guys out there fight. And before we get off this darn whatever we on, you probably think I'm on a Lulu.
No, keep going.
I'm on a Lululemon.
No, keep going.
Well, before we get off this video, what I want to say to you guys is, when you're out there talking to the people, and I know your messaging being kind of a little bit crazy, but talk to us, not at us, and walk in confidence. That's what you need to do. And most of all, everything that Biden has passed, get out there, and I don't care if you can't read it because it was so much. Get out there and, get your list and say, well, Biden did this. Well, Biden did, because my boy, when he come in, he's going to be sitting up trying to take credit for everything. So everybody out there in the Senate, in Congress, that's a Democrat, that's, on the other side, what's the liberals, whoever's out there speaking.
The liberals and progressives.
When you're going at it, let them know, hey, your boy didn't do this. Who did this was President Biden. He put his name on a lot of bills. And even he had regrets. But it doesn't matter, because he has some major achievements. And I want you all to have some major achievements. And this G here, keep feeding me that information so I can keep growing. Keep this mind up. Like I said, I ain't going to be on TikTok because, I don't want the clock to go out. But in the meantime, this has been great. We'll be back, and we will be boxing with you. That's right. You're looking at a team here that we got something for you. We got some stuff to tell you. Things you want to hear, things you don't want to hear. Well, if you got a friend, you don't like everything about your friend anyway, but you still like them. So the bottom line here is, go at it. Feel confident. Be braggadocious. Let them know that you all are ready to go. And you all ain't taking no mitt. I didn't want to get demonetized because I ain't got monetized yet, but it don't matter. I don't care about that. But in the meantime, it's been fun. It's been nice. I will be on your channels. I will be up under the plants. I will be crawling out from under the table. I will be looking. And so, we'll see you soon.